All right, we're picking up where we left off in the EBSCO database. Remember that I chose a topic that I really care about, that I'm very interested in, and that's important when you're doing a research project because research projects can take several days or even weeks, and you have to sustain your interest in the topic over a longer period of time. So make sure you pick something that you really care about. Also, make sure that you have generated keywords or synonyms for your keywords. Some people call school libraries. Other people call them school library media centers or just media centers. So I've generated a list of different ways, synonyms to say the different topics that I'm interested in. I've also combined multiple topics using the and connector. So I want things that aren't just about school libraries, aren't just about banned books, but that are about both of those two topics and putting those two things together. So I'm zeroing in right on the resources that I want. Now let me show you a few ways to narrow down your search even further. 189,000 plus articles is way too many for me to think about. So I'm going to use these tools over in the left to refine my search. First, I want to make sure that I'm using up-to-date materials. I don't care about books being banned in the 1900. I only care about more recent information. So I'm going to change the from in the date column to 2015. So that gives me approximately the last 5 years to focus on. So now when it updates, I have to get out of that box and the list will update and my 189,000 plus becomes 23,000. So much more manageable. I also want to make sure I just get magazines. Those are really the most useful type of resource for you when you're doing research for school projects. Journals or reviews or other types of articles can be written at a reading level that is just not appropriate for this type of project. So now I'm down to 93, which is much more manageable. If I needed to narrow it down any further, I could narrow it down by subject. I know I just want school libraries. And now I'm down to 8. So I have 8 resources in my list that I'm going to focus on now. Now let's put these in a reasonable order. Relevance, this is your sort right here. Sorted by relevance is sort of the default, and it takes things that it thinks are the closest related to your topic and puts them at the top. But maybe it's really important that you get the newest stuff. So you can sort by date newest, and that will put the newest articles at the top. Now you can start scrolling down your list and looking for articles that might be particularly relevant. Base your guess on if it's relevant by the title and the abstract, which is this little summary of the article that you can read right here without clicking any further. I think this one about the author Alan Gratz and why he chose to write a book about book banning looks particularly relevant to the work I'm doing.